the man that comes in 1 point behind, 7th in the standings, Nick Mace, Richard Johnson on the pole here today. If he wants to fight for a title, he's going to have to do either win or do something better than he did at Indianapolis. Everyone is really, really close in the points. So if anybody struggles in at least any of these races here in these first 3 races of the chase, your chances at being in the next round is really slim unless you win. So pretty much Eric Burton, him and James Fox is pretty much going to almost need to win if they want to advance the next round, because I don't see how, because if you don't slip up, it's hard to eliminate you, because everyone did really well in Indianapolis and the points are really close. Johnson and Fitzwater, the front row, they are chasers. The top 5 is chasers with Dom Capps, Jacob Hart, Luke Martin, Fitzwater, and Richard Johnson. Who is going to clinch another spot into the championship for the next round after this one? Luke Martin has already secured a home spot in the chase for round 14 through 16. Who is going to be able to clinch in the next spot again? Will we have a different winner, or will Martin win again? We're going to have to see and find out. Let's get you down to the start of the race. Like I said though, if you struggle in any of these races, you are pretty much guaranteed to not make the next round if you do not win a race. And with here today, it's bound to have another race just like that where all the chasers do really well. Johnson and Fitzwater did really well in the beginning of the chase run. They are going to be on the front row. Leading it down to the start-finish line, the flagman is waving the green flag. Johnson, who won here back in season 13. Here they go, now turn number 1. Oh, Fitzwater! Fitzwater's off! Oh, and he's way out there. Whoa, there's Dom Capps! Dom Capps and Noah Hart, there he goes! Oh, boy. Well, there goes some chase hopes, maybe up the wall there. That's probably the done for them. Dom Capps is in trouble there. Noah Hart looks like he's in trouble. Fitzwater got back on the racetrack there. But boy, oh boy, some guys' hopes may be done there with Dom Capps, Noah Hart there. But Jacob Hart, the brother, doing really well right here. Nick Mace is moving his way forward. The two Zales cars working together there. Jeffrey Lynn, haven't really talked about him much since the Talladega round. And yeah, everyone completes lap number 1 fine. Let's get a replay. Checking on Fitzwater. Martin kind of ran Fitzwater up the track, and Fitzwater kind of had nowhere to go. He went through the trees right there, and it kind of rubbed against this wall here, and it's going to get right back on the track. However, 4 wide at not Road Atlanta, but Limerock does not really work. Curtis and Perkins kind of had a say-so on what happened here. Dom Capps, Noah Hart, chasers right there went off, and pretty much that hurt their chances a lot of moving on to the next round after this first 3 rounds. However, a further incident right here a lap later between all these guys right here. What happened right here, you're going to see off this turn here. Michael White got turned to the back right there. You couldn't hardly see. But James Shelley right there and them guys just kind of spun them around. There they are right there together. There's Ian Dutta right there. He's got troubles there. He's not had much luck this season. Chris Washer's got troubles there. So does James Shelley. And also the 00 about Alan Cavanaro. However, later this down this road while all the carnage is happening, Luke Martin has taken the lead from Richard Johnson once again. And Johnson is left to try and run down that number 00 of Luke Martin. Richard Johnson, he really needs to get up there and try and win this race so he can transfer to round number 14 through 16 in the fight for the championship as he tries to run down Luke Martin. Luke Martin and Richard Johnson are big contenders in these fights for the championship, as they've been big names for the series for a long time. But Luke Martin has had a fast car since the start of this chase, trying to win his 3rd race of the season. And I'm going to go back and see here in the history books Luke Martin, back from season number 7. Luke Martin ended up getting 3 wins that season and was runner-up for the title. And Martin here is looking to try and get win number 3 of the season. And he's also trying to get win number 9 in his career. Trying to get up to win number 10 in the brackets, being one of the few drivers to get up to 10 or more wins. Richard Johnson is up to 21 wins in his career, but is trying to get win number 22. Let's see who runs the next quickest lap here. Richard Johnson ran his fastest lap last lap, but here we are here. 48.92, that was the fastest lap he has ran all race long. And a 49.55, it was his fastest lap of the race, but he was 0.6 off Luke Martin's fastest lap just now. So, right there, we just had the 17 of TJ Curtis outrun Luke Martin last lap. But the fastest guys on the racetrack is DJ Curtis, Luke Martin, Nick May, Sean Perkins, and Kyle Collins out of all people. We hear that he is one of the fastest guys on road courses for the Haas Automotives. He is actually 5th on the board of the fastest guys there. So good job to him. Back here is DJ Curtis. Sean Perkins is up to 4th. That's been guys down to 5th. Jacob Hart sitting there in 6th. Nick Mace is running there in a solid 7th position. 8th is Jeffrey Lynn. Vance Allen is running a strong top 10 run right now. And Eric Burton, if he wants to fight for a title, a top 10 finishing in 10th position is not going to do it after struggling as bad as he did at Indianapolis. He's got to do a lot better today if he wanted to increase his hopes. But with Noah Hart and Dom Capps having their troubles here today, that kind of helps him there. James Fox is constantly not being the fastest guy out there. He did not even finish in the top 10 in Indianapolis. He barely slipped his way into the chase without winning a race this season. And he was the 3rd driver in points that made it in on chase with no wins. And Fox running right now at 14th after not finishing in the top 10 at Indianapolis and not finishing in the top 10 here today might hurt his chances. So Noah Hart, Dom Capps, James Fox, and Eric Burton look like the 4 guys a very good pick to be eliminated after next round. Noah Hart right there, he sits right now not even inside the top 7 in the points, but the guy that had basically led all season in the points without winning a race right now looks to be set that he could possibly be eliminated after this round, or after next round, if he does not have a good run there, because he did not come in this race very strong in points, and with a bad run here, he looks like he's really wounded out there with a bad race car. But he's going to have some amazing luck for next round if he wants to advance. Luke Martin, yet again, is dominating this race. Richard Johnson led the first 4 laps, but it has all been Luke Martin this race so far. Since then, Luke Martin has just dominated so far here. 49.34 last lap, a 49.80. He is pretty much 5/10, a half of a second faster than Richard Johnson. Richard Johnson looks like he's going to be getting the heat from Curtis, because Curtis is faster than both of them by a 10th quicker than the leader, and right now is really insanely quicker than Johnson. And Sean Perkins, driving injured still, just trying to advance to next round and try and fight for the title. But Luke Martin doesn't have very much laps to go to capture win number 3 of the season. With only 3 laps to go, Curtis is there on Johnson, trying to get up on his back bumper. There he is on Johnson, trying to get underneath him here. He's going to be on the inside here on this next turn. Is he going to be able to make the pass work here? I think he will. Oh, not quite. Johnson is holding off here. Curtis and Johnson fighting for that second position. That 1 point can mean the difference here. Whoa, boy, don't be careful, guys. You don't want to wreck each other here, because every point's going to count. And Curtis to the inside here, but can't quite get it done. 2 to go here at the stripe. Luke Martin is already across the finish line. Wow, that's how quick he is. Nobody can stop that 01 car. With only 2 laps to go, The battle is on for second. Curtis trying to get by, but Richard Johnson's trying to hold off here for that spot. His car is going away on him here, and Curtis is going to get the spot here. And now it's going to fall into the clutches of Season 8 champion of Sean Perkins. Richard Johnson has been wrote off as nothing more than the Season 1 and 5 champion, but what it would be if he can say he's the Season 1, 5, and 16 champion. A 3-time champion of the series, but he just lost the 4th position there as his car is really going away now. The 2 Z-House cars go by for 2nd and 3rd. However, Luke Martin has just pretty much dominated this race. He led all the way up to the white flag lap here. He led from lap number 5 till 15 here. Nobody's been able to challenge him here. Here comes that 01 Army Chevy with a mission to try and win the championship here. He done locked himself in to round number 14 through 16 to be able to contend for the championship over the little hill here, and it's going to round the final turn. Luke Martin is going to come around and get win number 9 of his career, and just another step of confidence to try and win the championship this season. Martin visited victory lane back-to-back. Wins the first 2 races of the chase back-to-back for himself, and shows that he is a big threat for this championship. Curtis is going to get 2nd, and Perkins is going to get 3rd. 2 Z-House cars come 2nd and 3rd, but it is Martin once again who will come out on top. Wow. Let's get you to your finishing results and standings after round number 12.